Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? Welcome back to Farming Simulator 19 here in Boulder Canyon. We are just about to try, there we go, and we're going to just take down these last couple of trees over this side, then we're going to work on trees over there, from the boulder over towards the road. So we were sort of looking at, let me just go to the map a minute. The boulder's about that point there, isn't it? So we're going to sort of start working in this chunk over here. We've done this area here. We'll start working out that bit. We've still got masses of trees here, so there is no danger of us running out of trees. Some people have expressed concern about that, and there's no danger of us running out of trees. One thing that we will need to keep an eye on, though, as we progress in this series, is how much is it going to cost for our next chunk of land? Because we don't want to sort of get to a point where we're having to wait ages before we can get the next piece. That bit there, which actually encompasses all of the extra bits all the way around the map, is 968,000, which is a bit expensive. That up there is 166,000, which is pretty good. We got the mountain up there, 191, but there's very little we can do with that. You got this big chunk up through here, which is probably the best next one to get, although that is 365,000. That would most likely be our next one, the one following the river up there. This one here, does the middle of the road and that. I think it's done so that it stops you from plowing up the roads, possibly. I don't know. Anyway, that one may be a bit out of our range for quite a while, but I reckon that's probably the next one, and then that one afterwards. Although if we could get that one, it might be a bit easier. We'll see. By the time we get to looking at another chunk of land, we could very well have a scorpion. So if we've got a Ponzi scorpion by that point, it's certainly going to be a lot easier and faster to clear any of the land. We'll be able to go whizzing through it in no time at all. A couple of people did say that the Bruks wood chipper ought to be a no. Not use the Bruks wood chipper in this series. But other people said, well, we could use the Bruks wood chipper so long as we cut the trees down first. If we cut the trees down, then it would be acceptable to use the Bruks chipper. You go through and you could use the chipper as the point for cutting everything, doing the stumps. And also for just going through and shredding up all of the trees into wood chips. Because, you know, I know it's a little bit faster than normal for shredding up trees, but it's not gonna, it's not game-destroying fast. Which is what I think makes it acceptable to use. There, just get rid of that bit. There, and that bit there. Right. It's got to be, there we go. Take that bit off there. I'll now come down through and we get these. I'll load these three up and we'll get them onto the trailer and we'll get them out of the way. We're on 30 grand. I'm still at the moment thinking that we will sell our Mahindra and then we will buy it back later. Some of you were saying previously that you thought that we shouldn't have the Mahindra at all anyway, because it was it was a very expensive item, and I bought it because that was the one that we were using, and I sort of felt that we didn't have anything else that we could use instead of, and I needed to justify having broken our rule about no leasing, so that was why I went and got it. And I do stand by all of that reasoning. I do think that we made the right choice there, the right call on it. It was before I found the IMT tractor. If I'd known about the IMT tractor, I would have skipped the whole Mahindra stage. We'd have just gone straight for the IMT tractor and we'd have done it like that. However, we didn't, we couldn't. What's done is done. There's no point in dwelling on it. But we could sell that Mahindra temporarily and buy it back later on. Ooh, I can pick all of that up. Right. That's everything there. Good, start this one up. Like I said, I'm not going to cut down that tree in the middle of the road. Not yet. I'm going to wait until we got a bit of money. And I'm going to wait until we've bought a stump grinder. And then once we've got a stump grinder, I will cut the tree down and grind a stump out all in one sweet move so that I don't get left with a tree stump right in the middle that I then end up flipping a vehicle upside down on. That would be rather embarrassing. Little bit awkward. Not really what I want to do. Okay, let me just go to you a minute. Clean that one up. Is that clean now? Have I done that? Yes, yes, yes. That's all okay. Drop you into there, and then we've got... Where's it gone? Oh, is it over this side? Yeah. Ah, there we go. Right. That one right there for our last one. I'll drop you in. Am I going to get my 20-odd thousand today? I don't think I am. I think this entire week is going to be us quickly throwing stuff into the trailer, which, quite frankly, I'm starting to get a little bit fed up with. But I do know I'm happy in the knowledge that this is our final week of having to do this. This will be it. We'll be done. After this, we won't need to do it anymore. At least not like this. We will still have to collect and sell timber, but we will have other ways of doing it. We won't have to do it like this as of next week, because we'll have the money. I'm hoping to be able to sell that Mahindra and then buy it back. I'm hoping that you'll agree that we can do that. I mean, if we can't, if I get like really strong opposition about it in the comment section, then I won't. I won't do it. I will do this just a little bit longer until I've got the money in order to be able to go and buy the next tractor, which is our Fendt tractor that we want to get. And then once I've done that, I will then be able to load a few of the logs into this trailer. We'll be able to load bigger logs. That's what we want to do. We want to load bigger logs. It's been suggested that I could do it with the crane. I could load some bigger logs with the crane. My counter-argument to that is it's just going to take way too long. It's going to be quicker doing it like this than we can load them up with that crane. Because it just takes so long to grab hold of each one, lift it up. And I'm not even sure we'd be able to get... I mean, maybe we could do that. Maybe. But I don't think it would be fast enough. Maybe we ought to try. I'll tell you what. We will try. We'll have one go. I'll cut down a tree. I'll go and get that X-lifter on. I'll unhitch the trailer. We'll get the lifter on, and we'll bring it back over. We'll cut the logs down a little bit, and we'll see if we can do something with it. Let me just have a drink while I drive up, and then we can tip all this lot out. Not having much timber in the trailer, we stayed at 3 miles an hour getting all the way up there, which is not too shabby, actually. So if I'm cutting the tree length to about what this trailer is, that's going to be... There we go, a load of them in there. Right, that's, yeah, $1,000. $1,000 for that little lot. Just barely worth it, really, is it? It's barely worth the effort. Those... It's the smaller trees, that's what it is. Those slightly smaller trees, they hardly seem worth the time and effort. It's the big trees that we want for a minute. If we can get the big trees, the trunks on them, they're the ones that are worth the cash. So 30,000 or 31,000. That leaves 53,000 still to go in order to be able to buy the Fendt tractor and the front loader that we want to go with it. So now we're going straight down this way. We've done all of the trees out over that way. It's everything out over that way. And I'll get to here. So we've now got a section over here. I'm going to unhitch... I'm just going to leave that one running, just ticking over a minute. I've got 2 trees over here that we will cut down. I'll cut this one right here. Crouch down and take off. I nearly forgot the weekly question. What do you want me to do first? Once I have actually got the universal sell point all set up, what task do we do first? Do I do a load of mowing and baling and make some silage bales and sell silage bales? Or do I go straight in for sheep production and start building up a flock of sheep? Well, obviously you're not going to be able to fill a sheep pen up completely, but we could sort of get a little bit of a head start on it and start filling up a sheep pen and producing a bit of wool. So do you want me to go for the sheep first, or do you want me to go for silage bales first? Once we've got the universal sell point all set up and ready to roll. Is your vote? This is your game. Head into the comment section down below. Let us know which one you want and why. And of course, don't forget to actually cast your vote in the top right-hand corner. Let's finish stripping all of that down through there. I've got one more little bit up there. There's one branch hanging off. Go on. There we go. Right. well, the first bit we can do by hand, can't we? Where did that go? Right, that bit there we can do by hand, and I can... Why can't I pick that up? Seriously? I can't pick that up? Oh, I made that a little bit too long. Okay, well, I'll put that one into the trailer. There. And I'll go and get this next one as well, which is that piece there, which is not going to do us much good, so that can just go into the trailer. Put that one up a little bit. Well. Yeah. Right, that's now in the trailer. Okay. Then I'll come back over. I know I'm just burning fuel for the sake of it. It seems a bit daft. I go like that and like that. This is what I'll do now. Is I'll work the way across, and I reckon we want them about that long. This is pure guesswork now. I'm hoping I'm guessing this correctly. And we'll see if this is worth it. This might be worth it. It might be worth it. I could be wrong on this. I could owe you all an apology. We should have been doing this with the X-lifter from the start. With the crane arm and everything right from the start. We'll unhitch the trailer. We'll see, though. We will see. It might not be worth it at all. That one there I can pick up. This one here I want to cut probably about there, I think. The big old piece. And that's going to be too big for that trailer, but we'll leave it anyway. So I want to first get this trailer and drop it into position. So I'll... Oops. I'll hitch the trailer on. I'll bring it over here, and I'll turn it round so that it's in the right place. I know I'm trespassing on my neighbour's land right here, but I'm sure he won't mind. Neighbours are few and far between round here, so by the time he realises what we've done, we'll be long gone. And now we want to head back over to our encampment over there, and we want to grab that crane arm, and then we can bring that back over here. Now, can I just go in a straight line? Is there going to be any tree stumps that are going to try and drive on at least one tree stump if I can? Because I want to see if it's going to... No, it's not going to make any difference to this tractor. Might make a difference to... Well, it would make a difference to the Mahindra. It would definitely make a difference to that one, but it's not going to make a difference to this. Right, bring you... Oops. A little bit more. There, now turn. You back like that. And hook you on. Okay. Now we take this one out over to those trees, and the big question is, does it work? So I can lower it down like that, and I can lift it up. Need to extend out that there. I need to extend the arm out as far as it will go. Because my big concern is that I'm not going to be able to lift the branches up high enough to put them in the trailer. That's kind of the big thing that I'm thinking is that's going to be the bit that's going to hold us back here. Is I'm just not going to be able to lift them up high enough. I'll go from this end. And I'll bring that one back. So I need to go like that. You know what? Let me just do it from this way. I can see what I'm doing a bit better. There. That's better. That's right in the middle of it. Like that. And now I want to lower that one down. So it goes right down like that. And I'm not picking up just one. That's the bit that I was... Ah, there we go. Right. I am picking up just one there. Because what I want to do is I want to bring that back right on top of it. There, like that. And then I want to lower it down again. Like that. And I want to try and get two of them together. There. Is it going to pick these up without too much trouble? You know, it does actually seem to pick them up alright. They're not dancing around. They're not jiggling inside the thing. It's going to be a little unstable picking them up like that. It's definitely true that it would be unstable picking them up like that, but it's still picking them up. It's the important thing. So we'll lower it down and see what this is like. Here we go. Oops. Right, I need to just bring that over a little bit more centered on the trailer there. And I might be able to drop both of them right down into the trailer. As far over as I'll go there. Okay, I'll bring it to that point, and I'll just take... Nice! Okay, the first two are in the trailer without too much trouble. So then we go back over, and I want to lower that crane down. So it's going to take us a while to load it, no matter what we do. And also, this crane is a slow little beastie to use, which doesn't help matters. Definitely doesn't help. I've also cut these up too small, I think. Definitely think I've cut these all too small. I could probably pick half of these up by hand, I think. Right, if I go there... L. Right, well, that'll pick them up, and it doesn't seem to have any issue with them trying to flip themselves out onto the ground. So, again, we're alright with that bit. Bring you over here. So, I've got two more of them. It's handy having them side by side, doing it like this, instead of only having to pick up one at a time. That's definitely making it a bit easier for us, I think. Lower you down there a bit. It's unfortunate that you don't have any option with this one to be able to... You know what I should do? I should go over this side a bit. Go over this side like this. Bring it round. There. Turn. Get it round like that. It's unfortunate, yeah, that you can't go side to side at all with it. If you could go side to side, it would make it a little bit easier. You can shove that over a bit. There. Let me use my joystick for that. It's pretty easier than the mouse. There. Now I can pick it up again. I don't need to pick it up all the way. Except that with the joystick, it does seem to overshoot a little bit sometimes when you're trying to do it. There's another lot. Bring that back. So it's still taking... It is still taking time to load. There's no denying that it's still taking time to load. It's probably even a little bit slower loading this than it is doing it with the other way. With, you know, all of the logs by hand. But is it going to pay off, though? Are we going to have a massive amount of money coming in from this, which ultimately means that we've made a load more money back than we've lost by doing it like this? That I don't want to do. I want to go forward a little bit. There, and then just shove that up like that. You know what I'm going to try and do? I'm going to keep it down on the ground. I'm just going to see if I can do it like this. Right? See if I can gather them up. Just by keeping it down on the ground like that. And just gather up like another couple of them. Oh, that's all in one big piece. Right, that might be a bit more difficult to move, that one. In which case, I'll lift that one up. And I'll bring that one back over, because this one may... Yeah, he's too big for this trailer. But, if I can just sort of hang it into the trailer a bit, it's still going to work. Yeah, like that. Bring you back over to there, and there, like that. Right. That's a nice big log, that is. If I can get these other two... These other four. I got 4 more logs right here. If I can get these 4 together, I might be able to take these 4 all in one go without it doing any damage. I hope. Right. Get that one there. No. It's actually dragging them both together, which I didn't really want. Okay, that's fine. Lift you up a little bit like that. And then bring you round over to there. Like that. Bring you back this way. Just the bottom of it there. I know what I want to do. I want to put that one over there onto the top, like that. Lower it down a bit. Then take that off. Put this one over here, so I'm hoping that... No, it's still too close. I'm going to go further away still. There. That's better. It's much better. Right. Now I can bring that over again a little bit closer and put that down like that. Now I can back up a bit more. And this time I should be able to take all 4 of them. And lower it right down tight onto it this time. There, like that. Get all 4 of them. And then I can lift that one up like that. That goes right up into the air. It's not making them dance around at all. I can try and put them into the trailer, or I could just leave them up like that. And we can see if we can hitch that trailer onto the back of this or not. I can hitch the trailer on. That goes on like that. Right. So we can put some into the trailer, and we can do some like this, and that might be... We might be able to get this one up that hill. We might. There's no guarantee, of course, but we might be able to do this. If we can, this would be pretty cool, actually. Right, I know it's not the most stable way of doing it, but I would argue that we haven't got that much weight right there on that one. You know, there is definitely some weight on it, but there's not that much. You know, I don't think it's like ground-breaking weight. I definitely want a picture of this. So we got 2 trees right here. One, probably the biggest tree that we'll be able to get on the map, and then one just only slightly smaller. So there's not a lot of difference in them. Is this tractor going to be able to get up here? It's down to 0 miles an hour. Yes! Look at it go! Oh, that's brilliant! Yes! That's what we want right there! Look at it go! Oh, that is beautiful! That is fantastic! This thing is awesome. Up he comes, and then once he reaches the top, he's alright. We knew that it was a little bit heavy on the back. Fortunately, we've got that trailer on the back, which is stopping us from tilting back too far, because otherwise we might be in a spot of bother with that. I'm going to drop those logs right there. Not the most elegant way of doing it. Now, how much do we get for all that? 4,800. It took not that much longer than doing, well, it was actually about similar to doing a regular load, wasn't it, I think. I mean, I could have cut some of those bits of timber a little bit longer than what I did. So, maybe we're onto something with this, maybe not. We'll try one more load. We will try one more load, but honestly, I think at this point it's still faster to do it with the loading by hand. But I'm also thinking I did the pieces of timber too short rather. By doing them too short, we've shortchanged ourselves, haven't we? Yeah, you see what I did there? Yeah, too shortchanged. Okay, I'll stop now. We'll stop you, and we'll go up here. Right, I want to take down that tree there. That's a fair-sized tree. We'll chop you down. And it's all to do with the size of the trunk as well. That does make a difference. Down you go, Mr. Tree. And this time I'm going to do like I'll do the single tree trunk like this. And I'll cut it up. And I know what I can do. I can take a piece of timber. We can use one off the top. And we use that as like a cutting marker to decide the actual length of the trees. And then I can cut them as long as they need to be. Right? You'll get the idea in a minute. I'll chop down another one. And I'll chop down another one over here. There. Go on. Right, you fall down, and that's not going to cut down. It's It's not going to fall down the other one. It fell the other one. The other one's not going to fall. That's what I meant. The other one's not going to fall. So we take all of this one out all the way up through there like that. There. Right, now, I'm going to use this pine as the marker, and I'm going to go right on there. Right, is that long enough? That might end up being too long. Put that one into there. Let's have a look. That's about what we want. Right, I definitely don't want any. It's got to be no longer than this one right here. This is the maximum length that I can have. So what I'll do is I pick up the end of it there. Right, we'll pick it up by this end. And then we can put that sort of into place. Like that there. And then I can come up to this end and instead of cutting it there, I'll cut it like that so that I'm slightly back from the end. Like that. And then I can pick up that one from there and I can move it up. And I can go to that bit right there. And I'll do the same again. I'll cut it back a little bit. I don't want to go right up to the end. It's not letting me cut it. There's a problem, is it goes to the piece of timber that I can see right there, and then it won't... It's not letting me cut the main tree. Going to the one underneath. So I need to move that one out a bit, like that. There we go. Right, so then I want to go from you. There, that's better. Right, chop you down through, and this one here, we want to cut this one in half, roughly. There. Take that one out there. That should be the right length. I'm hoping. I'm really, really hoping. So this one here, in order to be able to sort of maximize this, we want to do it from the thick end first. So we go to there like that, and then we come up here, and we take it just back a little bit so that we do have a little bit of room to maneuver. Chop that through there. And then I can pick this one up. I can go over to this tree over here, and I'll just nudge that one down over that way. Now, where did that cut go? Here it is. There's the slice. So then I go over to here. Bring it out like that. And then I can go to that point right there. So, yeah. We're losing time because I'm measuring and trying to get this right so that we sort of get the maximum amount of money. We're ending up where we're losing time on this, which ultimately is not going to be saving us money at all or making us money because we're busy worrying about trying to get this bit right. And so I'm thinking that still I am getting I'm getting a little bit faster at moving this around, admittedly. We can do that quite quickly and easily. And then I pull that one onto there like that. And then this bit that's left. Yeah, I can pick that up and I can run this one over to the trailer and I can drop it straight in there. We'll bring the trailer over so that it's reasonably lined up. It's not too far away from there, which should make it a bit easier as well. I want to take that one there and just run a slice up through there. Like that. So there were quite a few people that said that I should be using this crane a little bit at least. You try and load it like this. And I immediately dismissed it to start with because, not being able to rotate it round. I just didn't think it would work. It does appear that we can do it a bit. Just maybe not quite as good as I would hope. Move in there a bit. Right, so there's 3 of them. I'll take that one there and I'll load this one into the trailer as well. Then we've got one more really small piece that I'm going to keep hold of. This is going to be our measuring stick. We'll keep that one. That one's the right length. We don't need to worry about having to get another measuring stick. If I keep hold of that one, I'll put that right there next to that tree stump. Hopefully I'll be able to find it again. And we've now got a couple trees that are ready to go. So I go up here. And I just got to turn this trailer around a bit. Where do I want to put this trailer? Let's say, yeah, I don't want it up. I don't want it on the hill. So it might be better just to bring it down here. Yeah, like that. I'll do it like that. Okay, unhitch that one. And then this one here. And now lower that down into its low point. So in order to do this, I think what I'll do is I'll try and pick up a branch, and then I'll move it into position with the next one, and then I'll pick up a second one. So if I bring that back like that, there, and I'll load that onto there, and then I'll lift it up a bit like that, and then I'll move over like this, back it round, and that's going to get it kind of in line with the next piece, he says, getting it nowhere near in line with the next piece. It's not easy doing this, you know. There. Right, that's a bit better. So I can get that roughly in line there, lower it down, and it's sat right on top of that one. Actually, that's fine. I don't mind it being on there. But these are longer, and I can already see a bit of movement on that. Plus, these are too wide to... Yeah, look, you can see the movement on there. These are definitely too wide to be able to take that way as we go up the ramp. I think I've miscalculated one of the... I miscalculated that one. Right. But that's fine. What I'll do is... I'll bring it back this way a bit. There. So that I've got that lined up. That's ready to fall in now. Take you back that way a bit. Lower you down. And drop you like that. So then I will go over here and I will have my trusty chainsaw. I hope. And take a piece off of there. Right, I'm going to bring that back down a little bit. Back up a bit, maybe. There. Perfect. Chop that off there. Now that drops right down inside the trailer and is about as long as I can get it on the trailer. I got a short piece over there. I can always pick that up with the lifter, and I can put that in with the lifter. So I come back over to here. I've got one piece right there. That's actually going to be two. Is that two or is that one? I think that's two. I don't know. There might only... I have no idea. If that's two, that's too many. That's too long. I'll be if that's one, rather. It's not one at all. It's two. That's perfect. We have got these the right length. So bring that over to there. Doing two at a time will be all right. We can lower that straight down there like that. There, so that I can put them close together. Back it up a bit. Like that. Push that down and engage the straps. Now I can pick two of them up. That I might be able to actually keep one of those on the lifter as I take it back up into the mill. Might. I don't know about that. I think it would remain to be seen. And here's the bit that... Yeah, see, well, I was right to... like do it a little bit shorter than our marker, because otherwise I'd never be able to get them into the trailer. It just wouldn't happen. So I'll take that back over this way now, and I've got two of them there on that tree. So those are two quite small ones. Actually, can I pick those up? That one there, can I can pick that one up. Right, in which case I'll put that one right there like that. And this one? Yes. I can pick that one up as well. I can put that one right there on top of it. So I got the three of them together. And then I can just do that with this one. And then I can come back and I can get the others. I'm not going to be able to pick the others up. So one of these I can't pick up anyway. So rather than running backwards and forwards, I'll just do it like this. And then we lower you down. The trouble is, I'm not going to have time to do any more. Right? I would have time to do 3, maybe 4 loads if I did it all by hand. So I don't think I'm saving any time by doing it like this. Which makes me think that I'm not going to... Once we get the Deutz tractor with the log fork, I'm not necessarily going to save time on that. That being said, using the log fork is going to be easier than using this one. So I will have a bit more luck with it using the log fork compared to this. One thing I am on the lookout for is the stole log grab that we had in FS19 with the straps on it. When that one is converted over, that is an essential as far as I'm concerned for forestry work. It's absolutely wonderful. I don't think it's cheating in any way to use that thing. Yes, it does pick up far more than you would otherwise be able to, but I still think it's acceptable. Yes, I know that it's not entirely accurate, but I do think that it's one of those things that is pushing outside of realism a little bit, but is still acceptable because it just speeds things up a little, and gets past the limitations of what physics are limiting us to at the moment. Because it's not the actual realism that's slowing us down, it's the physics of the game engine that slow us down a bit. And, you know, if we were doing this in real life, I think that it would probably be okay. So I'll drop that one down there. I'm just going to go and get that other one down there. We'll do these 3 together. So there's 3 trees we put in here all at once, which is not bad going, actually. Go forward a bit. There, like that. Grab that one. There. Oops. It's going the wrong way. I'll lower that down a bit. And then I can back that one up there. Bring that back over here. A bit more. Right, that's probably close enough. Drop you there like that, and then 3 of them. Yes, that works. Fan-schmastic. Absolutely wonderful. Bring you down over here, and I can drop those 3 in there as well. You know, I could probably put more than this into that trailer. We could probably go for a bit more than this, which is making me wonder, once we do have that log grab with the front loader, are we going to do better than this, or is it going to be pretty much the same? Because the one limitation with that front loader is we know we can only pick up 1 at a time. It's not ideal the way that happens. I could probably load more onto this trailer right now. I can pick that one up. There. Definitely pick up another one there. See, I could load yet more onto here. Yeah, I'm running a bit low on time, but I don't know about doing it with that lifter though. Maybe I just go up here and we'll cut one of these smaller trees down. And we'll run some of this down by hand, because I can cut some longer-ish ones with this, which is going to help us a bit. And then that, oh, there's a taller tree there. It's not that tall, though. Go and cut that one down as well. Let's chop this one up first. Chop you all the way down there like that, and then I'll go like that. Chop you through. Chop that one through. Right, what have I got left? Chop that one in half. I could come back and get that in half with the lifter. I've got a long piece here that we definitely want to go and dump onto the trailer a minute. I'll bring that round and over there like that. Put that one in place. And then I want to come back up and... Where did my tree go? There's my tree. Can I pick that one up? I can pick this one up. Great demand at sawmill. That's going to be for the wood chips though, isn't it? Alright, we don't have anything else being sold. 126. 126 per 1,000 litres of wood chips. It's not a bad price, I don't think. I don't think that's too bad at all. Right, let's have you. I've got that one last little bit there. That's in 2 pieces. Do I want to try and put that in? No, I don't think I even want to put that into the trailer. I think I'm just going to want to carry this as it is. I've cut that in half. You want to there, like that. Yeah, I think that will carry just fine as it is. I don't need to worry about it too much. So we'll take you back through here. And then bring you to that log right there. Lower you down. Right. Get that one. Okay, so I got these two together. They're dancing a little bit, so I'll lift them up and I'll try and load them onto the trailer if I can. Because I have got a little bit of movement on these two. It'd be better for everybody involved if I can get them onto the trailer itself. Like that. They'll sit on there, and we've now got a full load on this trailer. I don't think we're going to get very much more onto this trailer. So I think we've done pretty well here. We've got 4 trees on here. I've minimal cuts on them. Obviously, we've cut a lot more than we would normally. A lot less than we would normally, sorry. Most of those logs I probably would have had to cut into 3 pieces in order to be able to get them to go normally with this tractor. So we've got more weight of logs in here. That's a good thing. That is a huge positive. More weight of logs, the longer logs as well. Is it going to be worth it? We're up to $35,000. Our target is 85. That's a big log, that is. I got no hope of picking that one up. Right. Our target is 85,000. So that we can get the next tractor. That's our first target, is to get the next tractor. Right, 85 grand. Now this one here, I'll put that one to there, like that, and you swing that one there, right. Got anything else? Nope. Okay, I can pick that one up like that. I'll leave that one on the lifter for now. And I'll bring that one back round. We've got the trailer load. Keep those on the trailer. And then I've got the lifter up into the air. I've got that one big piece of timber up there as well. We keep it all together. We'll keep going with this. We'll keep trying. Yeah, so we've got... What was I saying? 85,000 in order to be able to get the next tractor and the front loader, but then we've still got to get another 30 grand in order to be able to get the last bit. Are we going to get up this hill? We are going to get up this hill. It's just going to be a little bit slow. So my weekly question for this week is, what job do you want me to do first once we have achieved the other targets we're going for? That is to get the auto loader and the tractor to pull it, and we also have the universal sell point. What main task do we go for first? Do we go for making silage bales and selling silage bales, or do we start getting sheep? We go for a sheep pen and building up some sheep and keeping those fed and starting to produce wool. So it's your vote, it's your game. Head into the comment section down below. Let us know which one you want and why. And of course, don't forget to actually cast your vote in the top right-hand corner. Bring this lot in here now, and this load, if anything, this is going to be the one that will decide whether or not this is a good thing or not. Okay, we've got all of that bit of timber in there. We had 4,800 last time. This time we've got 4,900. We made a fraction under 10 grand doing that. If I'd been doing it the traditional way that I do it, without using the X lifter, and I had been loading it up manually with smaller pieces, we probably would have made 15 to 20,000 in this episode. So it's not worth using the X lifter with the trailer, which makes me think that probably it won't really be worth using the front loader and the log grab either. We'll still try it, though. We will still try the log grab and the front loader, just to see if we can do it. Let me unhitch that one there. We'll go and take this one back over to camp. Then we'll come back out again, and we will continue on. I'll retract that one now. That one is done. We're not using this one anymore for now. We will be wanting to use this lifter again, so we're going to keep it. But it does turn... It seems to be that this one was a little bit of a waste of money. Now, we could, in theory... You know, I said about selling that Mahindra, selling the trailer. We could also sell that lifter as well. I could, like, try and put it into the back of that trailer and leave it in there, and then we take it back and we sell it. So we've got that one and that one together. If we sell them at the actual sell point, we're probably going to get in the region of 10 grand for those two. Then these two here, we're looking at, I mean, right there it's 16,000. So it's probably going to be 18,000. So that's $28,000 that we would get for these 3 pieces of machinery. And then once we've got the auto loader so that we're making faster money, we then buy them straight back again. So it's sort of like, you know, a deposit type system, so that we're not just buying stuff and then immediately selling it. Because I know that quite a lot of you didn't really like that idea. If we've gone to all this effort of buying the stuff, then we ought really to be using it. But that is, you know, I feel that might be an option that we could look at. If we were to take them back over there and then sell them, and then buy them back later on, that would be, what did I say? That would be 28,000. It's going to put us up to 68,000, which means that all we've then got to earn in order to be able to get our next bit is 17. Maybe even 16,000. 16, I think it is. I think it is actually 16. Because we're going to have this one here, 77,500, because that's the only extra we want, 77,500. And back, and then we want a front loader. We've got to get that one, so it's the cheap one there. Less than 90 horsepower. Greater than 90 horsepower. 5,400. And that one, 5,400, 6,200. 6,200. 72,5, 73,5, 70... 84. 84,000. So if we have 28 onto what we've got at the moment, that's giving us 68,000. We would need another 12, 16,000. One more episode. About 16,000. We've got to earn roughly another $16,000 if I was to sell all the other stuff that I own. And do it that way, although we've still got one more night that's got to go, so that's going to end up costing us a little bit more money anyway. But anyway, we won't worry about that right now. I'll hear your views and opinions on selling all the machinery we got over there before I go and do anything else, and then I can make my decision next week. This is taking a bit longer than I thought it would. I have made a bit of a miscalculation on this. First one to admit that. But we will have, by the end of next week, we will have our we'll at least have our tractor. I'm hoping we'll also have the auto-load trailer. And then it's going to really change things up. So, you know, I'll cut that tree down, I'll chop it into 3, and it'll auto-load onto the auto-loader. It's going to be so much easier. But anyway, if you've enjoyed this episode, then please head down below and give us a like. And if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me. Get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. And until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. I am going to let you see the 2 trees topple over, I hope. That one and... Okay, apparently I'm not going to let you see that one topple over because it doesn't want to topple over. And I can't jump against it. It doesn't let me do that. Till next time, this is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.